Hey guys, I'm back with another lime green video for our YouTube channel. As you guys know, we've recently completed our 10th season, and I've been thinking back over the past 10 years, and I've been at every single lime green game ever, no matter what AJ says. That game was a makeup that got forfeited, so it doesn't count. I've been at every game. And I've thought about our moments, whether they be funny or dramatic, some kind of game-winning moment. And I've just kind of jumbled them up in my head here and want to count down the top 10 greatest moments in lime green history. Number 10 comes to us from Mr. Jason Torres. I believe it was 2 years ago. We were playing against Tie-Dye on Field 1, and we were losing. And as you know, I like to preach about having fun. And someone had brought a case of beer, and Jason decided to be funny if he brought the beer can with him on the field, which is a big no-no, but at this point, really, who cared? And he made an amazing catch with the beer in his hand. Then again, he got burned a second time, but he had to drop the beer down on the ground. But it was funny, and you know, it's a typical lime green moment. Number 9 comes to us from me. We once had a man on our team named Gary, who would pitch for us, and we needed some players. And he said, "Hey, I have a friend who's interested in joining the team." I said, "Okay, bring him along." And we had a game on Field 1, and he parked his car too close to the field, and I broke his windshield. And that was the first and last time we ever saw that poor gentleman. Number 8 comes to us from Jeremy. Now, Jeremy, through his job, has been gracious enough to allow us to use the stadiums at Baltimore. We used M&T to have a little football game, and we used Oriole Park to take our team pictures and some videos that I like to use for the montages and stuff that we use. And I think it's really cool. Like, not everybody gets a chance to do that, and I think that we all appreciate it. We all understand that it's a privilege, and it's a very neat thing. It's just a perk of being on this team. We want to thank Jeremy for that. Number 7 comes all the way back to 2005. As all of you know, I'm sure, we didn't win a single game back in 2004. We almost won the last game. We got cheated by the scorer and the umpire. So you fast forward to the summer of 2005, very first game. I honestly don't remember who we were playing, but we won. It was a game where we're winning, and we held the lead, and it's not like we needed a last second play or anything. And I thought it'd be funny to bring a boombox just to warm up, back when they still had boomboxes. And I remember we won, and I put on some kind of celebration music, and we went nuts like we'd won the Stanley Cup or something. And the other team was so mad, like, "Oh my God, that's so disrespectful." And the umpire goes, "Guys, it's their first victory. Just let them enjoy it." So we had to wait a year, but we got that win under our belt, and it was fun. Number 6 comes to us from Brent. Now, Brent was newer to the team. He'd maybe played a game or two, but he was still kind of one of those fringe players, not necessarily like, he wasn't a lime green player. And he's a friend of AJ's. And we were playing against White, who, you know, we always have some kind of problem where we feel like we're getting the shaft. We don't know, you know, who knows. And we're losing by 4. We're losing by 3. And Brent hits a game-ending grand slam, and it felt pretty good to get the win over White on that one. Number 5 is a two-parter. Last year, Maryland was going through a heat wave, and temperatures reached 105 degrees some days. And we had a game on a Friday, I believe, against Gold, and we were down. I want to say it was, I think, 16-1, something like that. And it's 105 degrees, and we could have easily just packed it in, taken the forfeit, or not the forfeit, but the slaughter, and we didn't. Even though it was hot as all hell, we got it together and started mounting a comeback. And in the seventh inning, we had bases loaded. Someone grounded into a double play to end the game. We lost 20-17, but I was so proud because, like I said, we could have just folded right there, and we didn't. We persevered and tried to win the game and came up a little bit short. But this year, Gold, who's a very good team, they lost 2 games all year, and one of them was to us. And I feel like maybe last year's game, may have given us the confidence that I knew we could beat them, and I didn't sweat it, and we won that game, and very proud. Number 4, I'm very proud of. Sadly, a player from Orange passed away last year on the field. The same day we were playing, they were up on 6, we were on 1, and poor gentleman passed away. He had a heart attack. And they were our next opponent. And I knew some of their players, and I thought, we didn't have to play. I knew it was going to be tough playing 1 week later, but they wanted to play. And Janet and I and Omar got together and made little ribbons for us to wear. And everybody, without question, on our team wore the ribbons. Nobody but me knew the man. And we got together before the game. We said a prayer. We allowed them to talk about him before the game. Just held hands and just decided, hey, this is for them. It's softball is only a game for fun. And I believe we had a really competitive matchup. We won. But just the class and the honor that we showed those people who had, a week prior just went through the most horrific thing you can go through. It made me very, very proud of this team and these guys. And I want to thank all of you for that. Number 3, breast cancer, as well as all the other cancers, to me are very important. But I've taken the thing for breast cancer. I've had many family members and friends who have had it. We have a teammate who lost her mother to it, and it's just a important cause to me. And I was just kicking around ideas for a fundraiser, and somehow I decided that a charity softball game somehow turned into this tournament. And without question, all of you guys, were gung-ho about helping me. Even the people that couldn't make it helped me promote it, put it out there for other people to find it. And something that I thought was going to be like a one-on-one thing turned into this 8-team tournament. And while the tournament itself ended up being a little disastrous, just the spirit of everyone who came out, and even after the end result, everyone was like, hey, you did a great job, and we raised $1,100, which is $1,100 more than I ever thought that we'd ever raise. And it was great that you guys all helped without a question. But I guess this is a good opportunity to say that I don't think I want to do it next season, because 90%, you have to depend on a lot of people to get this one thing done. And 90% of the people that I was depending on came through. But that 10% really hindered the tournament itself. And while I enjoyed the experience, it's a lot of work. And I want to focus on just us. Like, if we want to get into a tournament, someone else's tournament, I'm okay with that. If we want to find some other kind of way to fundraise for charity, that's fine with me too. But with having the second baby, I just don't have the time or the energy really, because it really mentally drained me last year to get this done. I'm very grateful that I did it, but I think it's for someone else. And so like I said, we'll look into some other kind of way to fundraise. And but I do want to thank everybody for their help on that one. Number two is kind of fun because some of the players on our current softball team will enjoy it. Some will hate it because they were on the other side. But we had a dodgeball team. Bobby's dad has a indoor batting cage in Glen Burnie that had a dodgeball league, and that's how I met Bobby and Brent. They were friends with AJ through their fraternity. So Lime Green had a dodgeball team. It was me, Amy, AJ, my cousins Joshua and Brandon, who have played softball with us, and that's how we met Colin. Amy had a friend Liz, who she invited to play, and Liz brought Colin, and we have Colin now. And on the other side, like I said, it was Bobby, Brent, and their group, and they were the number one team. You know, they were really, really good. But we were right there with them, thanks to AJ and Colin and Amy. Actually, Amy was pretty good too. And you know, we had a really competitive playoff with them, and we came out on top. I was so nervous. I didn't even play the last game because I didn't want to mess the whole thing up. I had just come off an ankle injury that I suffered in AJ's basketball league. And I was like, I'm not playing this because I'm going to mess this up. And we beat the Quack Attack. And it's the only championship that Lime Green has. It's in dodgeball, but I'm very proud of it. And it was a fun night. The number one moment. I talk about this all the time. I'm sure you're sick of hearing it. I have videos and multiple things about it. But last year, August 24th, Field 1, we beat Purple. And I've said it a million times. Purple has given me fits over the years. They're a very good team, and they know it. And we really played the game of our lives, I think, as far as the Lime Green life, because our defense was there. We only scored 8 runs. We won 8-6, which is a very low-scoring softball game. But, you know, everyone just was on another level that game. And I had never beaten Purple. I've beaten all the other teams. And for people like Becky and Amy and AJ, you see it in the videos, they're really emotional about it because maybe I'm more emotional than they are. But, you know, they've been with me since the beginning. And we'd never beaten them, and it just felt really good to finally get that one off our backs. And it just shows that, you know, when we're on our game, we can beat anybody. We had a bunch of games this year where we had the lead against really good teams, and we squandered it late. And, you know, we'll just have to work on defending the lead. Well, that wraps it up. I hope you enjoyed the top 10 moments in team history. If you disagree with me, or if you think of something else, let me know. You know, we can talk about it. Until then, this is Kevin signing out.